We just got a whole bunch of brand new Poppy Playtime dev updates that give us some brand new updates on the upcoming Poppy Playtime movie, some brand new lore, and of course we got some merch because why not? There's always merch every time. Without further ado, let's go hop into the video and talk about the brand new dev update. So yeah, last night, literally like not even a day after posting this now, Zach, the CEO of Mob Entertainment, went into the general chat, most likely because I think he was on the plane and he just wanted to go talk for like an hour or two. So of course he started to start a mini little Q&A, if you want to take it as that. He popped in there, answered some questions, you know, with of course saying some jokes here and there, like chapter 4 drops in 5 minutes, and of course it was a joke and he had to clarify it. So yeah, some funny things there, got some jokes, but of course, I'm not going to be talking about the joke part of it. We'll be talking about all the serious and juicy stuff. Like how first he says you guys are going to love the stuff we're working on. So where do you know that they're working on half the stuff? Maybe Project Playtime Phase 4, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, the movie. There's really so much they're working on that we're going to be loving, and so much that we don't even probably know they're working on, that they know that we're just going to love. And also, what's really strange, when someone mentioned, OMG, are we going to see Dog Day, Zach? And then Zach replied with Dog Who? Which is pretty confusing. I don't know, everyone even put the shocked emoji, because let me know in the comments below what you could possibly think this means. I think he's just joking, but you can't be too sure here. Also, everyone kept asking him to give us some sneak peeks or something like that, and of course he replied with, if I told you, the marketing department would be mad at me. So yes, of course the secrets are gonna have to stay secret. But then, of course, earlier he posts Zach Bellinger deletes a chat. Now, this is important because it's not like a notification that he deleted the chat. He put in the chat that he deleted a chat. And if you've been on Twitter, you already know what chat he deleted. Now guys, I'm only showing this here. I don't consider this a leak because it's just a chat group and then he deleted it. So I don't think of this as a leak. So you guys can let me know if anyone works at Mob Entertainment, this is considered a leak. But of course he deleted it, but on Twitter able to find a grainy photo of it when he said, when someone asked him to describe the whole Poppy played something like that, he said that prototype equals Palpatine, Huggy equals Darth Vader, and to be honest, that probably hates me for making these analogies. I think I always failed those parts of the test. Okay, so I'm a Star Wars fan. I literally watch everything Star Wars, all the movies, all the animations. I'm not huge into lore, like I read other comic books like that. I just know a lot to know, and also thanks to this Twitter user, just kind of puts it a lot simpler, because I probably would have been a terrible job explaining it. So if this is true, Zach might have actually confirmed that Huggy's alive. Why? Because of course, like we know, Star Wars, Anakin is Darth Vader. Spoiler alert, if you did not know, then I don't know what you're doing at this point. But Anakin is Darth Vader. Anakin dies and then becomes Darth Vader. And we don't really know that. It's kind of like a secret. So if Huggy is Darth Vader, really strange to put that out there, what if Huggy died in chapter 1, but somehow the prototype redoes him in like some type of secret robotic zombie form where he's unrecognizable until he reveals that he's actually Huggy, or he just comes back somehow. But I do think that Huggy did die, but he does come back because of this one text. But they could just be making a joke, and you know, just to make it that he has, but they deleted it for a reason, and that makes it more suspicious when they delete it. But what's even more interesting is that of course we know that Darth Vader is repaired by Palpatine, and you know, Palpatine is the prototype, as he said here. But it's also more interesting that, you know, it was not mentioned, is that Palpatine returns.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
If you already know the whole memes, like somehow Palpatine returns. So what if the people at employees at Playtime Co. thought that the prototype was actually dead and gone until he just went missing and hiding until somehow he returned with the Hour of Joy, and that's how it's able to catch everyone off guard? Because if they know the prototype was missing somehow, wouldn't they just go and look for the thing because how dangerous the prototype is? So if the prototype also means Palpatine, does that mean that the prototype is also going to return? And also Palpatine, like the last movie, had some type of real looking, like he was like a robot kind of. It was like really strange. He was on like a humongous looking robotic arm or something like that. It's really strange. Star Wars, the Rey movies, they all are really strange. But this is also something interesting lore drops. You can take it as it is, but they deleted it for a reason. Maybe they deleted it because it was too confusing for the community, or maybe they deleted it because it had some truth in it after all. Anyways, when someone asks, you told us, yeah, I read that wrong. It says, you told you will meet movie studios. What about it? Zach replied, major update coming soon on that. So I'm going to get some major updates on the movie soon, which is just amazing to hear. Along with someone asking, what's your Poppy Playtime character do you hate? And of course, he replied with Daisy for some reason. Why? Maybe because all the theories that Daisy was going to be important in chapter 3. Maybe because it was a rejected toy. I literally have no entire idea. Maybe it's just design, something like that. But Daisy was replaced with PJ, and of course only had a few posters, so maybe they just didn't like Daisy, or maybe Daisy does something really important in the next chapter just makes him hate him. Or my bad. Also, what character makes you terrified? And of course, Zach replies with the Doctor. Maybe something that he already did now that we know all the terrifying tests that he did, or maybe something that the Doctor will do in future projects, which I do feel like he's gonna be important in the movie, so maybe that's why. Hey, guess what? This is the halfway mark, and if you made it here, I am legally required to ask you to subscribe, please. I'm not legally required to, but it'll really make my day, month, maybe even my year if you subscribe. It only takes a few seconds, and of course, if you don't want to subscribe, that is totally fine. You can still like, comment, or just continue watching the rest of the video. Any of that really helps out. Even sharing, there's just so much different ways you can help out instead of subscribing. So if you really enjoy the video, you can do that, but if you don't want to, that is fine. Sorry for taking up the rest of the time for the video, and enjoy the rest of the video. But going back to the movie, when someone asks, are you guys going for more practical effects or CGI overhaul stuffs? Like, don't know if you can answer this, but it's one of my questions for the movie. When Zach replies, hopefully a combination like we did for the Mommy's commercial in chapter 2. If you do know, the Mommy commercial, when the whole bending scenes happened, that was animation. Of course, when she was twisting and bending, that was animation. It was not stop motion, but it looks so realistic. When the kids are holding the real life Mommy Longlegs figure, that was practical effects. They actually made a real life Mommy doll for that. But the thing is, that doll cannot bend like in the game. Everybody really thought it could because how realistic Dad was, but it was just a hybrid of both, making it look really good. So if this is how the movie's gonna look, I think it's safe to say this movie's gonna be a peak, and it's gonna be amazing. Moving on to say, I don't know if you're able to answer this already, but someone, of course, the whole rest of the chat was just asking if they know the rest of the Poppy story and how Poppy's gonna end, and Zach replied, we know, showing that they do have the entire story already written out, and now they're just going with the flow, which is pretty amazing to hear because, you know, if some people might of course think that, oh my gosh, taking fan theories or making it canon, stuff like that, but if they already have the full entire story figured out, they don't have to change anything. They're able to go to the full entire play by play out. That means they know definitely how many chapters there is, unless they don't know that yet. They just know how it ends. They just need to figure out what goes in the middle. That is of course really interesting. Great news. That's it for the dev updates and of course movie updates, but now let's go on to some brand new banner updates. Let's get some brand new art. The Twitter banner or X banner for Mob Entertainment has been changed to this, which just looks of course amazing. It's some art designs for all of them. It has of course Poppy in the middle with Mommy Longlegs and Huggy on each side, with of course Boxy Boo and Catnap on the other side, with of course the Poppy Playtime logo and trademark is on Boxy Boo. Is kind of funny, but I did love it. It looks really nice. It's just amazing. And also going on to another banner, they also changed their banner again for the chapter 1 Steam page. They just did it like literally almost 2 weeks ago at this point, but they changed it again to the best banner in my opinion. If you guys been keeping up, this is of course my little thing I made on Twitter of all the different banners. First they had the first banner, then they made it for PS5/Switch. Then of course I had the second banner, which everybody did not like and looks like something out of Project Playtime. It just didn't really fit in with how it looks. But then of course they made this being so detailed. You can see the crazy fur details, the glowing eyes looking dead sight right at you. The mouth, the teeth, everything is just so detailed. Yes, the mouth is not as red as you think, but it's still really good though. I really do like it. It is my favorite out of all of them. Yes, the OG is still amazing for being the OG, but this new one is just so much better in quality, and in my opinion, definitely the best one they have. We also have some brand new Poppy Playtime Forever updates, adding thanks to that prophecy. I don't want to like butcher your name because I butcher almost everyone's name. Of course, they added some brand new different conveyor belts from like chapter 1, and of course Huggy statues and all that stuff, but of course they cost so much money. And also he also posted that they are of course changing the grab packs that look like more like Poppy Playtime, as you guys can see here, instead of looking all low poly and weird. So that's still amazing. The update is actually out right now. All the stuff I just mentioned is out right now, Poppy Playtime Forever, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. But now moving on to some merch. Yes, of course, because how can we go another Poppy Playtime news video without talking about the merch? We got some brand new plushies for Series 2 from the Fat Mojo line of plushies. Here we're going to be getting Bunzo, PJ Pugapillar, Smiling Huggy, Jumpscare Huggy again, and of course the mini Huggies being in yellow and green, which is pretty amazing. Why didn't they go red, purple, and the rest of the colors? Don't know why. As you guys can see, this is Smiling Huggy. The fur looks it just looks a lot smaller. Same thing with the Jumpscare Huggy. I don't know what's up with his mouth. He just looks kind of cursed, and I want to get it already. Then we got stuff for your PJ, which also is pretty strange. Why isn't he more detailed? It looks pretty small, and his face is just printed on, which doesn't look that good. So I would have wanted PJ to look better, but I advise you to stick with the official one they have in the mop store. I mean, this is official, but it just doesn't look that good. Along with the Bunzo, it's okay. Could have been worse. It's not as bad as, you know, PJ, but it's just okay. Sadly, I don't have up-close images of the mini Huggies, but this is Bunzo. He's staring into my soul. Also, with that whole mystery TV box we got earlier, it came with like mystery figures. We also finally got to see the mystery figures. There's two transparent versions. One is Bunzo, one is a Huggy Wuggy. There's both transparent. I guess something interesting to know. Also, the Japan store, or the Tokyo store, the pop-up store, has officially have some brand new merch. As you guys can see, got some brand new stickers, brand new keychains, brand new sticker packets, because, you know, we can't have enough of stickers. And of course, a lot more different things like full-on posters, little tiny mystery bags, and different things like stickers and pins, little cards, mouse pads, just all the stuff you could think of. But anyways, this is me for this video. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about today's Poppy Playtime news. If you want to stay up to date with all the Poppy Playtime news, subscribe, because this is the best place to get all the up-to-date news. Everything when it comes to merch, games, news, any little drop, we'll be giving it to you guys. So if you want to subscribe, it's your choice. It'd be pretty awesome. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to watch this one, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.